And mind you, we got pretty lucky with this one. For example, East Austin, parts of East Austin, Texas, which is one of the hottest development and areas in the entire country, is an opportunity zone.
So Matt, let's talk about just for folks who are learning about the opportunity zone, quickly, like what are the advantages, and then B, let's dive right into the deal and the specs of the deal. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, the opportunity zone is kind of a sister to the 1031 exchange, and honestly, the deferred sales trust in, just a little bit different of a capacity where it's a tax deferral vehicle, right? Where you can put in gains and not just, in 1031. Obviously, it's real estate gains, right, that we're deferring. But the beauty of an opportunity zone, when they created this back in 2010, was to ultimately provide anybody with gains to invest into what they believed were, at the time when they did the census and kind of labeled all the opportunity zones around the country, as underdeveloped or underserved areas or communities. And mind you, we got pretty lucky with this one. For example, East Austin, parts of East Austin, Texas, which is one of the hottest development and areas in the entire country, is an opportunity zone. Same thing with this particular area in downtown San Antonio on the Riverwalk. And there's a couple others, maybe 10 to 15% of the opportunity zones, in my opinion, have just turned into insane hotspots that if you were able to buy dirt or opportunity in those areas in an opportunity zone, not only did you get the upside of what's now happening in those areas, but the fact that opportunity zone in this vehicle, this tax deferral vehicle, that it allows you to put gains in and defer those taxes, and in unison with that, get the upside and the growth of it tax-free as well. Very cool. So whether it's, crypto gains, with stock gains, selling a business, obviously real estate, and you couldn't find maybe a 1031 exchange to go into, opportunity zones are a great vehicle to explore for investment opportunities.
Yeah, and Texas is, maybe now the new business capital of the world. At least seems like all the businesses flocking there, right? Tesla,
Yep.
Oracle, one other one, all flocked to Austin, and I think San Antonio. I was looking at the deal, underwriting the hotel deal. It's like one of the most visited places in all of America for tourism, right? It's really, really surprising. So, touch basis on just the tourist attraction for San Antonio, and
Yep.
which is why hotels are perfect for tourists, right? And then dive into the specs of the deal and what it's looking like.
Yeah, I mean, we to be honest, everybody says that. And I was even shocked in the beginning as well. My business partner is very well integrated into the, San Antonio community. But when he was enlightening me on these market demographics, when we were doing a lot of the studies a few years back, to see how many people frequent San Antonio, one, it having a very Hispanic cultural influence, kind of being one of the gateways to Mexico, and a lot of Mexican influence within this city. The amount of tourism that happens every year, not just with Hispanic influence, but from travelers all around the country to come and see the Riverwalk and enjoy some of the things in San Antonio with the Alamo and other great things. And then obviously there being a lot of business travelers. It's one of the top frequented tourist destinations in the entire country, which is absolutely insane to think about. Also, it's kind of the last frontier in Texas of a large, let's just say a large, city that really has not been overinflated or overdeveloped yet. You got Houston, Dallas, Austin, and some other areas around Texas that, have just been frothy for a really long time. And so now we're starting to see a lot of those individuals, those companies, those funds, those groups that are going, okay, maybe we should start looking at another market and diversifying out of some of these markets. San Antonio is really that last market. So we're really excited to see what infrastructure, what plans, and what companies are moving a lot of capital into this area. So from that perspective, very excited. And in particular, we're a boutique model. So we're a luxury boutique model that is not your traditional flagged hotel. And the amount of keys in the San Antonio market for boutique is very underserved. And at the same time, we also believe that the market trends and data and kind of studies in terms of tourism and travel and where people are saying they want to stay at are not at kind of your sterile beiges and browns and whites, in the Hilton or the Hyatt anymore. They want to get something that immerses them into the community and the place that they're traveling to and the food that's, customary in those areas instead of kind of your cookie cutter type stuff. So that's one of the things that we're really playing to. And then our operating group, for this particular hotel, which is Accor. They acquired SBE. They're one of the largest hotel operators, behind, let's say, Hyatt and Hilton in the world. Very big footprint in Europe and other countries around the world. And they've got a good footprint over the last couple years in the United States, particularly in the luxury market, San Francisco, New York, Atlanta, Chicago, and we're going to be their first luxury boutique hotel in Texas. So we're really excited about that. We know what we're great at. We're good developers. But when it comes to, making sure that we're over delivering and under promising for our LPs and our investors that are coming into our world, we really wanted to make sure that we had assembled the best world-class all-star team who is great at what they do. We know what we're good at. We know what we're not good at. So getting the right people in the right seats on this development team was something that we were very particular on when it came to the contractor, the interior design team, all the architects, all engine, and you name it. We really took our time on this one. And COVID actually, being what felt like a catastrophic blow to this deal, was actually a major blessing. One being that we own the dirt, we were able to fully entitle it and kind of take some time to court the right people to really kind of select what we, would consider our starting five, right, to go out there and win the championship. So in terms of the deal, I'm sure we'll dig into that in a little bit, but we're just really excited about the market and the team and where we think hospitality is going.
Mm-hmm.
And there being some major opportunity in some areas that institutional players haven't branched out to yet.
It's phenomenal. No, I love it. I love it. I love it. And it's hard to find deals. I'd also second that. It's hard to find deals in opportunity zones. A lot of these deals, it seems like they were already, kind of run up in pricing, right?
Yep.
And even opportunity zones by nature, they're more challenging because you have to essentially, whatever you bought it for, you need to like double that in order to get the full extent of the opportunity zone. So it typically means it's either a complete gut redo of a property or ground up development. So it's hard to find all of the, it's like on a Rubik's Cube, and you got to get the colors lined up for the location and the returns, and then the team, and then the tourism in the state. And so I feel like you guys really have found this diamond in that rough, right? And you have the team. And I can also speak to your business partner, Jake, right, who's a good friend of mine, and he and his brothers helped do construction and rehab on my personal houses, right? And so it goes back very long connections here. So I can't speak highly enough about Matt and Jake, who are part of that dream team.